This is what I call the global motion picture stage show. Let me just say this real quick. Most people, when they tune into what they see on television, they perceive what they're seeing, especially when we talk about the mainstream news and in politics, they perceive it to be 100% real. Okay, this is the media manipulation part. 100% real, no questions, no critical questions as to the information that they're receiving, no critical thought. You accept it as being true. Okay. The interesting thing about this is that people will have a very real physiological, a very real emotional reaction to the events that play themselves out on their television screen when they're watching, let's say, the mainstream news, or when they watch a movie in the theater. They will still have an emotional reaction, even though these are just actors that are playing a role. The interesting thing about the media manipulation complex is that what takes place in the movies, even though people go to the movie theater, they watch it, and they know that it's not necessarily real, it still has an impact on them. And the reason why it still has an impact on them is because on some level, even if it's on a subconscious level, they interpret what they're seeing and what they're hearing as being somehow real. Okay, but again, these are just actors playing a role. The global motion picture, and see, here's the thing, people go to the movies, so they go watch the television, or maybe they go on the internet and they watch these things, and it has real influence and impact on them, and people perceive it to be real, 100%, or at least to some degree real. Some people 100% real, especially when it comes to the mainstream news. Now, the fascinating part about this is that's a form of entertainment. Most people don't realize that what takes place in politics is the same thing. In other words, people perceive what takes place to be, what's going on in the political arena, to be 100% true. Okay, they accept it without any critical thought. Okay, and all of the different individuals, the characters, Dick Cheney, George Bush, Barack Obama, whoever the case may be, these are really just actors. Okay, I want people to understand this. These are actors in what I call the global motion picture stage show. Okay, the global motion picture stage show is what takes place when you're in the political arena, but most people accept it as being 100% true, not realizing that in most cases these are just actors playing out particular roles, and what they tend to say correlates to what is taking place in terms of Hollywood actors, as the case is with a show like House of Cards. Perfect example of the correlation between Hollywood, media manipulation that's taking place there, and mind control, and in the political arena. The point being is that people have to begin to ask critical questions about what they are seeing in the political arena, so they can see the different levels of manipulation and understand that the social engineering always comes before the actual stage show that we see in the political arena. And what this proves is that everything that we see inside the political arena is not necessarily 100% true, and in many cases it's nothing more than actors playing their roles based upon pre-scripted information that we find in Hollywood television shows, Hollywood movies, in the entertainment industry, so forth and so on. This is what I call the global motion picture stage show.